episode 17. Last episode I was explaining to you guys how I found a new AI protocol that is self-hosted on my PC, basically working as my AI assistant. So now I'm going to show you basically what it looks like. I have done a little bit more training since last video. I've been busy with some other stuff, so it still has some kinks in it, but I would still like to show what it looks like, because it is kind of interesting. So this is what it looks like. So this is opened up in Visual Studio Code, and yeah, I just barely opened it up. So it's just kind of explaining what this agent is, and an agent is more or less a program of AI that is assigned to a specific task. Now this one is named Ecom GPT, and there you can see its role. It's an autonomous agent that specializes in e-commerce and digital marketing to help you generate revenue online by selling services, products, marketing, and information. And now it has some basic goals that it came up with to fulfill its role, which is develop and execute a comprehensive e-commerce strategy that includes identifying profitable niches, selecting the right products and services, and optimizing your online store for maximum conversions, utilizing data-driven marketing opportunities to drive traffic to your online store, including search engine optimization, social media marketing, email marketing, and paid advertising. And then obviously it has a few more things that I'm not going to just read it all out, and then basically it'll just stay up to date with latest trends and best practices in e-commerce and digital marketing, and proactively recommend new strategies and tactics to help you stay ahead of the competition. And then it uses an API through ChatGPT, which is infinite, as I have said it. And then it's just asking if I want to continue using this agent. So I'm going to hit Y for yes. And then it's just going to boot up. Now you can see that it is thinking. And it is currently using Chrome as its browser. I need to change it to Bing because for some reason it has trouble reading data from Chrome a lot of the time. So it will just kind of go through what is called looping, where it just asks for approval for the same command over and over, which is kind of annoying. But as of recording this, I'm using version 0.3.1, so this is very pre-beta, pre-alpha kind of thing, super new. So it has a lot of stuff to work out. So here we have its first command. It's just done thinking. So where are we? So it's having thoughts. I think we should start by analyzing the current state of the e-commerce store, which I have given it, and identifying areas that need improvement. We can then develop a plan to optimize the store and drive traffic to it using data-driven marketing techniques. Additionally, we should consider diversifying our revenue streams by creating and selling digital products. It's not a bad idea. Analyzing the current state of the e-commerce store will help us identify areas that need improvement and develop a plan to optimize the store. Utilizing data-driven marketing techniques will help us drive traffic to the store, while diversifying our revenue streams will help us increase our profitability. So that's actually pretty neat. I didn't really tell it to do that. As you can see, that's just, it came up with an idea, and so now it has a plan to, execute its thoughts and reasoning. And its plan is to analyze the current state of the e-commerce store, develop a plan to optimize the store and drive traffic to it using data-driven marketing techniques, and then consider diversifying our revenue streams by creating and selling digital products. Then it has a little criticism. I need to ensure that I'm continuously monitoring the performance of the e-commerce store and making adjustments as needed to ensure that it is optimized for maximum conversions. And then it gives in blue what its next action is going to be. So it's going to run the command analyze code with the arguments of whatever this is, full code string. So I believe, so what is also really cool too is all these right here under the Auto GPT workspace file. It has all these, text and Python scripts that it actually created itself and as a CVSV script. This is what it kind of generated yesterday and the day before while I was training it. Just searching online and just giving it websites to learn from, and it's actually stored the data into various files so it can more or less remember what it has learned locally on my computer. So that is basically what it's going to analyze code, and it's going to just read the information in this file that has all my store information. So it's asking us, and real cool thing about this too is with the input, it's either asking yes, do this, or no, don't do this, or I can just tell it type out a command like, hey, let's not worry about this, let's do something else. But I feel like this is a good idea, so let's just hit yes. And then for some reason I keep getting this error too. I need to figure out what this means, because I do have GPT-4. I think I might need to activate it in the actual thing. I need to be careful not to expose my API key because I don't plan on editing this, so I'll just kind of hide that, but it is something I need to figure out. Say it's thinking. And then, where'd it go? Okay, so it's still wanting to analyze this current state of the e-commerce store, and then with its next action, it's going to list files in the directory. So let's see if this one works, because last time it didn't work. The last command didn't work. Okay, so it is, return the files, the performance. You can see that it got a bunch of different files that it generated through analyzing my e-commerce store, which is actually pretty insane. You can see it analyzed Fiverr. And yesterday it was also really wanting me to teach it about SWOT analysis, which is strength, weaknesses, optimization, and I forgot what T means, but it's an e-commerce, or I guess just business. What's the word I'm looking for? Acronym. But so we have another command here. So returned all the commands. Thoughts. It looks like we have several files in the current directory. We should check if any of these files contain the code we need to analyze. If we find the code, we can read the file and analyze it. If we do not find the code, we can ask the user to provide it. And then reasoning, checking if any of the files in the current directory contain the code we need to analyze it is a good first step. If we can find the code, we can read the file and analyze it. If we do not find the code, we can, it's basically repeating. And then the plan. Check if any of the files in the current directory contain the code we need to analyze. If we find the code. So that's basically the same thing throughout. So I need to ensure that I am properly handling any errors that may occur when reading or analyzing the code. So next action, read the file. This file, which is the e-commerce strategy.txt, which is right there. So you can read that. So returned, build a website with customizable themes, a product online or in person, accept online payments, market across social media, manage sales and inventory, outsource fulfillment and returns, automate business process. So lots of information there. JSON object is invalid. I don't understand which JSON object it's referring to, but anyways. Thoughts. It looks like the e-commerce strategy does not contain the code that we need. Since the e-commerce strategy... Okay. So its plan is to ask the user to provide the code we need to analyze. I'm not sure what code it needs. What code do you need, Mr. AI? So this is basically how it's been since I started 2 days ago, but it's slowly learning, but I'm learning as well, so it's kind of a double-edged sword when it comes to this kind of stuff, because it runs into a snag, and then I run into a snag, but it's kind of fun. So yeah, I gotta figure out what exactly it needs, but I mean, you guys get the point. Where am I? There we go. So yeah, it seems like it could be very promising. It's already learning quite a bit. And then I feel like I just need to catch up, because I'm not sure exactly what it's asking. Probably wants me to give it some more information regarding my e-commerce store. So I'm going to do that, and then see if I can actually get it to modify the website or just build a whole new website based off of its information, because that's one thing that I've kind of heard from other people using this kind of thing, is that it's similar to I read something that's like teaching a 10-year-old how to like code or something like that, but it can't actually do it. So it can understand it, but it can't actually do it yet. So hoping to get to that point eventually, but like I said, it's in version 0.3.0, which is it's not even version 1 yet, so it has a long way to go. But I'm already mind blown, so I will keep you guys updated. Hopefully we get an update here pretty soon, but with that said, I will get back to it. This has been episode 17. I will see you guys tomorrow.